I'm sure that you guys are aware, Bernie Sanders is not only a fierce advocate for single-payer healthcare, but he is also, of course, a fierce defender of Obamacare against people who want to repeal it without a replacement, or a replacement that's either worse in terms of being less like Obamacare, or basically repeal it with the freedom to buy your own health insurance, which means nothing because there is no freedom in buying your own health insurance. You still can buy health insurance. There's no lack of freedom in buying your health care. That's some BS. Anyway, so Bernie Sanders calls withdrawal of GOP health care bill, quote, victory. Reform movement urges expanding coverages. Here's what they say. Senator Bernie Sanders applauded the pulling of a Republican bill meant to repeal the Affordable Care Act, while the Reform Movement's Religious Action Center urged expanding health care coverage. Sanders called it a, quote, major victory after House Speaker Paul Ryan announced Friday afternoon that he was pulling the bill, which would have repealed much of President Obama's Affordable Care Act and which failed to garner enough support. So again, this is just a great day because it shows the lack of unity within the Republican Party, and it shows the lack of the Speaker's ability to facilitate and to organize and to communicate. And it also shows the ability for the Democrats to be able to hold some stuff during these next terrible 4 years. Quote, the defeat of the disastrous Trump-Ryan healthcare bill is a major victory for working families and everyone who stood up in opposition. The Religious Action Center, the Reform Movement's policy wing, called for expanding healthcare coverage in response to the news. I don't know who the Religious Action Center is. Maybe you guys do. I don't know why they're mentioning these guys, but anyways. Quote, Congress should focus on expanding and enhancing coverage, not hobbling affordable care, the RAC wrote on Twitter. Okay, so, totally true. The whole plan that the GOP has is a terrible, terrible plan. It won't work. There's no way you can show me that that's going to work. And if you can, I'd love to see it. The CBO estimates 24 million Americans will be kicked off their health care insurance by 2026. And get this, more than half of that will occur within the next year. Okay? So in the next year, 14 million will be kicked off of their health insurance. On top of that, CEOs making over $500,000 get tax cuts. Why? And I want to know how many of them are making $500,000, and if that's just a low number to make it look like the people making $2 million or $3 million or $4 million or $5 or 20, 30, 40, whatever. Because I don't know if there really are any CEOs making $500K. The healthcare industry, if you're a CEO and you're only making $500K, I don't know, you must really lack some business, because healthcare is expensive. It is so expensive. It's unbearable. So the fact that any CEO would be making $500,000 makes me very skeptical as to whether that's true or not. On top of that, again, I've said it again, 64-year-old making $24,000 will be paying more than half of his salary just in premiums, when he currently pays $1,700. In the GOP plan, he would have been paying $14,000 per year just on his health care. Just on his health care. Wow, I don't even know what to tell you on that. This bill is so horrendous. And the real way to fix it is to move towards a single-payer healthcare system in which everybody is covered. Okay, we want people to have insurance because it leads to a better society, makes people more healthy. Look at Canada. Look at almost any country, any major industrialized country. Any, I don't care. It doesn't even have to be industrialized. Brunei, a country that has Sharia fucking law, has single-payer healthcare. Please tell me why we can't have it. And don't give me the population bullshit. Virtually every country in the UK has it. In Europe has it, not the UK. Every country in Europe virtually has... Europe has its own social contract that says that healthcare is a right to the people. Wow, we are very far behind. Our corporate greed gets in our way, and we are fucked. We need to move towards that direction to a single-payer healthcare plan. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.